Hold out your index and middle fingers. Place the yarn tail over them and press it with your thumb. Wrap the yarn around the back of your fingers. Bring it to the front, cross it to make an X, and hold it with your pinky. Insert your hook under the first strand. Grab the second one and pull it through. Now twist the hook and full 360 degrees. Now yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop to secure your magic ring. Hold the base with your fingers, carefully slide it off, and your magic ring is ready. See, it's not that difficult. Just practice a few times and you'll master it. The magic ring is the absolute foundation of amigurumi. Let's make 6 single crochets into the ring. Insert your hook inside the ring, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. That's our first single crochet. The single crochet is one of the most essential stitches in amigurumi. Once you master it, you'll be able to crochet almost any toy. Now try to make 5 more single crochets into the ring to reach a total of 6. This is a great chance for you to practice. I'll leave the video playing in real time so you can easily follow along with my movements. Before we close the ring, let's learn how to count your stitches. Look closely at the top. Each single crochet looks like a little V-shape or your braid. Each of these braids counts as one stitch. Let's count them together from the hook to make sure we have exactly 6. This will help you easily choke your yarn and never lose track. Now let's place a stitch marker. I always put it into the very last loop of the row, since we crochet in a continuous spiral. It's easy to lose track of where the row ends. A marker helps you know exactly where you are. If you don't have a special plastic marker, don't worry. You can easily use a regular safety pin or a piece of contrasting yarn. This simple step is incredibly important for beginners to keep your stitch count perfect. Now for the magic part. Pull the short tail to close the ring. Do it gently, you want the center hole to disappear. But be careful not to pull too tight or snap the yarn. Just close the gap completely. And that's it. What should we do with this remaining short tail? Don't cut it yet. Just pull it to the back or to the side, away from your working yarn, as I'm doing here. It won't get in your way, and we can just leave it aside for now and continue crocheting. In the second row, we are going to make increases. An increase means crocheting 2 single crochets into the exact same stitch to expand our piece. Notice that I don't remove my stitch marker yet. It stays in place to show us exactly where the row ends. Insert your hook into the very first stitch of the new row and make your first single crochet. Then insert your hook into that same stitch again to complete the first increase. I will show you the whole row in real time so you can follow along. Now we've reached the final 6th increase. This is where our stitch marker is. First, remove the marker, then crochet 2 single crochets into this last stitch. Finally, place the marker right back into the very last loop you just made. This completes our second row. Now let's move to the third row. Here we will learn how to combine stitches. The pattern is 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then an increase in the next stitch. Let me show you. Make 1 single crochet here and in the next stitch make an increase, so 2 single crochets in the same loop. That's our first set. Just repeat this pattern 1 single crochet, 1 increase all the way around. Pause the video, finish the row, and don't forget to replace your stitch marker at the very end. This is what the row we just finished looks like. I hope you didn't forget to move your stitch marker, because it's very important to not lose our place. Now let's move on. For this row we will simply crochet 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around without any increases. This will help our piece grow taller. I will show you the first couple of stitches. Now go ahead and finish the rest of the row on your own, and we will meet at the end of this row. At this point, you notice that our piece is starting to cup and curve. It's very important to flip it right side out right now, so the neat, pretty stitches faces the outside. Just pop it like this. Perfect. Now we are ready for these creases. Let's do this together. First, make a regular single crochet in the next stitch. Now, for the invisible decrease, insert your hook under the front loop only of the next stitch, and then immediately under the front loop of the following stitch. You now have two front loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through those two loops, yarn over again, and pull through the last two loops. That's one decrease done. Let's repeat this sequence one more time. Perfect. Now finish the row on your own. Now it's time to stuff our piece. I am using Fiberfill. Don't worry about the yarn tail from your magic ring. It will stay safely inside the piece along with the stuffing. Just take small pieces of Fiberfill and gently push them inside using the back of your crochet hook. Try to stuff it firmly so it keeps a nice round shape, but be careful not to stretch the stitches too much. Now let's move to the last row on our hook. We need to make 6 decreases in a row to close the piece. Here is a little tip. Use your finger to push the Fiberfill down inside so it doesn't get in your way. This helps you not to catch the stuffing with your hook, so the toy stays nice and neat. Just make 6 invisible decreases, one after another until you have only 6 stitches left. We are done with the decreases. At this stage, we don't need the stitch marker anymore, so you can safely remove it. Now, before we close the hole completely, let's add just a little bit more Fiberfill. This will fill up any remaining empty spaces and make our bow perfectly round and pretty. Cut the yarn, leaving a tail of about 6 inches, and pull it all the way through the last loop. Thread your needle now with the needle under the front loops only of all 6 remaining stitches. When you are done, simply pull the yarn tight. and the hole magically closes. Hide the yarn tail inside the piece, snip the end, and you are all done. Congratulations, your first perfect amigurumi ball is finished. This simple ball includes the core amigurumi elements that will help you learn the art of crochet. Believe me, absolutely anyone can do this. If you get stuck, just rewind and practice it a few times. You will definitely succeed. And if this video was helpful to you, please consider leaving a few words in the comments. Creating these tutorials takes so much time and effort, and I truly try my absolute best for you.